All right, so after the events of last time, I finally went and got enough stuff for all the 3 wither skeleton heads, as you can see down in my inventory. So I decided that I wanted to make a beacon. We're gonna try this again. We're building the castle, so it only makes sense that we start building the beacon. I have that iron farm that's producing a lot more than my iron farm that I had in my hardcore world. So hopefully that works out. This is the simple way of defeating the wither skeleton. I've never been big on doing it the other way. Maybe because it's survival mode, I probably should have tried it at least, but I was afraid that I would die and lose all my stuff, especially after working so hard to get it all back. So I just did the thing where you have it pointed towards west and you place down the obsidian and then it just kind of suffocates inside there. I know that you have to wait until then and then you can go down and hit it. I also know that you're not supposed to use a knockback sword. It was about at this moment when I realized that I didn't remember to check if my blade had knockback. So this could have been really bad. But thankfully it wasn't too bad and we were able to get our star. With a pumpkin head on our head. I started to make the beacon, and the part that I thought was funny was the fact that I thought I had so much iron. I was like, man, I have iron for days. I was using iron to trade for emeralds with my villagers, and then when I went to actually make my beacon, I had nowhere near the amount of iron that I needed in order to cover it. So I once again was in the same position that I had been in my hardcore world, where I thought I had so much iron and then I end up having barely any iron. But the reason I wanted the beacon was so that I could get haste or efficiency or haste, because I wanted to clear out all the dirt in the bottom half of the palace, because I'm not going to have grass as the flooring, because that would be ugly and we don't want that. Because this channel is all about having amazing looking builds, right? One thing that I do find a little bit annoying is that when I have a shovel that has like high efficiency, I find that I just dig way too far down and it kind of annoys me, but overall it wasn't too bad. I did at one point have a time lapse for this, but I accidentally deleted that footage, so we shall just watch me do it by hand. While I do that, be sure you leave a like and subscribe. As you can see here, I'm getting a little bit further. I was collecting all of this dirt because I had decided that I wanted to make the floor mainly out of mud, or I should say mud bricks, not just mud. So I decided that I would add in a different color, I guess, since it might have been better to do more stone bricks, but it just seemed like a whole lot, so I decided to change the colors. Here we are at shaders. So I went up to the roof to get a little bit further on adding stuff to the roof. I did having to go caving in order to get some more copper. And as you can see here, I also gave up on waiting for it to age and just decided that I'll just let it age however close it is, even though I know that it's going to take a lot longer for the roof to overall get aged. I just wanted to have a finished roof. I was tired of waiting for all of my copper blocks to age. Maybe I should have spaced apart better, but we went with it. And as you can see here, I finally eventually cleared out the whole bottom half, or most of the bottom half, of the floor of our castle, and you can also see the arrow stuck in my head because another skeleton popped down from the ceiling and got me. So that needs to be fixed. I need to either put slabs up there or fix the lighting or something, because the way it is working right now is not a solution. Eventually, I finally had enough iron to get the beacon to the full level, which was very exciting. It took me a while to actually figure out how to turn on all of the effects because I was very excited about that. But never fear, though I look like I am struggling with how to get it to work right now, I do eventually figure out how to fully set it up for haste and regeneration. The long pause as we all collectively bash our heads on our desks as I'm trying to figure out how to do this. But never fear, I do have it working right now. This is my mud farm. It's the same design that I did in my hardcore world, although this one actually works better because I filled the dispenser with more bottles, so I don't run into many issues with it reloading. I did the other day, though, when I was doing it, I was filling it up too quickly, and I accidentally hit this section where I was in an infinite loop, and I had to quickly try and find a way to stop it, which I thought was hilarious, just trying to figure out what I had done wrong and how I was going to figure out how to fix it. So here, I don't right now have enough bottles, so it was taking a little bit trying to stack it up. So once I got these all to full stacks, or at least mostly full stacks, that's when I was able to get it sort of sorted out, and it worked a lot better. I also accidentally had dispensers instead of droppers sending up all of the bottles. Instead of a dropper elevator, I had a dispenser elevator, which doesn't work. And so I would work on this for a little bit, and then I would suddenly see all of the water bottles picking up in the background. And so swapping those out for the droppers, it actually worked. And then we went back to working on the castle's roof. Eventually, we will have this finished, and it'll be quite a nice thing to where we won't have rain. But not until next time. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.